Hey crochet lovers! Welcome to Crochet for Beginners, where we are learning how to crochet step by step. So far we have learned how to chain and how to single crochet, and on this class we will learn how to do a double crochet or treble in UK terms, and when you learn how to do it, you'll be able to crochet everything, believe me. I will leave a couple of ideas here on the pull down eye along with the other classes in case you haven't watched them before. So this is what we have learned so far. We made our chains and 3 rows of single crochet. Here we can see the top of each stitch. Remember that each stitch in crochet leaves these 2 loops on the top. Every stitch, not only single crochet, but every stitch on crochet. To start double crochet, we will chain 3 to achieve the height of the stitch. Then we will turn the project, and here we will identify the top of the stitches of the previous row. We won't work on the first stitch because these 3 chains count as the first double crochet. So this first stitch is already worked with those 3 chains. So we will continue to the next stitch, the second stitch, and here we will work our first real double crochet. So in double crochet, before we insert the hook on the stitch where we want to work, we will put the yarn over the hook, and then we will insert the hook in the stitch where we want to work. Then yarn over again, we pull through that stitch, and here we have 3 loops on the hook. We will go through the first 2 loops, so yarn over and we pull through those 2 loops, and now we must have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and we pull through those 2 loops, and we have our first double crochet. This counts as the second double crochet of this row because remember the 3 first chains count as the first double crochet of the row. So now let's move to the next stitch available, and here we will work another double crochet. So yarn over the hook, we insert the hook where we want to work, yarn over again, we pull through that stitch. We have our 3 loops, so we go through the first 2 loops, and then again through the last 2 loops. And here we have another double crochet, and we continue doing this the whole row until we get to the other side. On crochet diagrams, we usually find it as this symbol that we see on the screen, and on written patterns we find it as DC if it's US terms or TR if it's UK terms. As you can see, this stitch is taller and not as tight as single crochet. For a new row, we will make the 3 chains to achieve the height. We turn the project, and remember these 3 chains count as the first double crochet of the row. So we won't work on the first stitch, we will move to the second stitch, and here we will work our first real double crochet. Yarn over, we insert the hook, we pull through that stitch, we have 3 loops, we go through the first 2 loops, then through the last 2 loops, and we have our double crochet. As I told you before, the 3 chains count as the first stitch of the row. So we will look for the 3rd chain of the previous row, and that will be the stitch where we have to insert our hook. So we work the last double crochet over the third chain of the last row. Remember, we must have the same amount of stitches in each row. Don't forget to count those 3 chains as the first stitch of each row. If we are working double crochet on the base chain, we must do 3 extra chains apart from the base chain. Then we work double crochet on the 4th chain from hook. Here, yarn over, insert the hook, and work double crochet as you know. This is how we start working double crochet over the base chain. These 3 chains count as the first double crochet, and this would be the second double crochet of this row. And like this we can continue making rows to get some practice, but remember, if you want to get into a project, I will leave a couple of ideas here on the pull down eye along with the rest of the lessons of Crochet for Beginners. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.